What's the point if this is still a broke person?
Well, it seems like Matt is not happy with my body. I don't want to lose weight.
Your man pays for everything.
In a situation where you feel like you're having to ask a man.
Women don't pay for dates.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like toxic.
Let's see that 86% of women who make the first move end up married.
I love it when you approach.
Dating a lot of people and it wasn't sticking. And you're not used to a dominant woman.
Why would I want a dominant woman?
Feels like I will be perceived as a creep for talking to a girl I don't know. The environment that you've created for men is only leading to the singleness that you continue to complain about.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now, before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Nothing to do with you. This is a huge mega red flag that's telling you they can't afford a spoiled girly. Move on. Go to the next one. Yes, there are things you can say to get them to take you on the dinner date. But what's the point if this is still a broke person? Whether it's broke in terms of tangible finances or broke in spirit, why would you want this person around?
Wow. But you know what though? Women are saying that. The guy's broken spirit. And guys are saying it's fine. I'm fine on my own. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with any woman like you. I'm going to stay far away from you. I'm running. And guys are doing it by the thousands, by the millions.
Well, firstly, I should have never agreed to a gym date.
Oh.
Oh.
Why is that?
I'm in shape. I'm happy with my body, but I don't really work out regularly.
Oh.
And, well, it seems like Matt is not happy with my body and thinks I should be working on it.
Well, no. Listen. We can all be better, and I just think we all need to work on ourselves. I didn't think anything negative.
Matt, yeah, you said to another trainer, she has great muscle memory. I bet if I work her out, she can get rid of some of that fat.
Well, yeah, but that's true. You can.
I don't want to lose weight. And it sounds like you're talking about like a horse or something.
No.
Okay. Well, all right. To be fair, you don't see any fat horses, do you?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, my man, he doesn't care. Shouts out to Matt. Matt is not playing. He said, well, you don't see any fat horses, do you? And Matt would be right.
I feel like I'm about to ruffle some feathers, but this needs to be said. In this economy, it is borderline unrealistic to expect your man to be able to pay for all of your bills. But he should be trying his hardest to provide for you financially and otherwise. My boyfriend and I are both in our 20s. We live in Los Angeles, and as much as he tries, there is no possible way for this angel of mine to fully pay for all of our very expensive California bills. But he provides for me in a million other ways. He pays for all of our dates, every single one. He buys me flowers at least once a week. Every morning he is up before me, feeds our cats so that I don't have to get bothered, and has an iced coffee ready for me by the time I wake up. I've never once opened a door for myself in the whole time that we've been together. At this point—
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP! Simp!
And that extends to every part of my life. If he's around, he will bring me
Oh, this guy is doing quite a lot. I just had to say that. I had to throw that in there. It seems like he's doing a lot, but let her finish.
whatever I want or need so that I don't have to move or stop what I'm doing. A man is obsessed with me, lives to make me happy, and financially supports me within his means. There are so many impressionable girls out there watching these videos of women saying that a man is only a man if he pays all of your bills, and that is just not the case. I've known many men who will pay for everything but then turn around and treat their woman like every other way. That is not a man. That is an angry wallet. Having a partner financially support you is a privilege. And I'm honestly thrilled for the girlies that get to experience that. But at the end of the day, that's just not a possible reality for everyone. Point is, financial support is not the only thing that equates to a good partner. And you do not need to break up with your man because someone on the internet told you to.
I hear you. But the guys, I know quite a lot of people, and they're not trying to be waiting on anyone's hand and feet. They're too busy. Even when she explained that her man is doing for her, it was a little much, right? Even my wife would look at me like, what are you doing? That's how it is on this side. They would be like, my wife would be like, why are you doing that? Waiting on me hand and feet, giving me iced coffees and nice lattes and whoa. And it goes to show guys aren't trying to do that too. They're not. Guys aren't trying to wait on anyone hand and feet. And guys damn sure aren't trying to pay 100% of the bills.
Your man pays for everything. He pays for everything.
It's delusional.
Bills, dinner, everything.
When you meet a true provider, you don't even have to ask him to provide. He already knows. He enjoys it. You know, it's not something that you need to request. It's just something that he's going to do because he wants you and he wants to win you over. So if you ever are in a situation where you feel like you're having to ask a man to provide, it's because he doesn't, either he's not a true provider or he just doesn't actually want you. So I do want you ladies to keep that in mind.
If a man is taking me out, he's paying for everything. Like, you asked me out, you wanted to see this. You gotta pay for it. That's it. Women don't pay for dates. That's just it on period. We should never pay for a date.
Men are not only driven by their God-given purpose to provide, but they are actually elated to provide. Here's the proof. For most of human history, we were hunter-gatherers. And in order to determine how our hormone setup came to be, scientists decided to conduct a study of Samian people of the Amazon. Of course, testosterone was the leading hormone, which causes men to portray traits such as competitiveness, alertness, feeling of power, strength. And that testosterone seemed to surge drastically in these Amazonian men after they performed a hunt and a kill. That rush of testosterone acts to reward the brain and body for acquiring food and urging and driving the hunter to want to hunt again in the future. But something else that they found was also really interesting. We often know that the oxytocin hormone is considered the love or the bonding hormone because it is produced in women after they give birth to a child, also being produced when you spend time with someone you love or have a sexual encounter. But it was a surprise for scientists to find that these men also experienced a surge of oxytocin after performing a hunt and kill in acquiring food. It was found that their levels of oxytocin would continue to rise from the point of the kill all the way until the men got home. In these men, the surge of oxytocin became very beneficial to these men forming monogamous relationships and actually taking part in raising their children. So that way, when these men were returning home, their bodies are surging with a chemical that makes them feel pride, pleasure, love, bondedness in providing food to their families. It's literally the chemical evidence that men are elated to be able to provide for their loved ones. So, my advice to you, if he ever complains about providing, read between the lines to discern of whether you're showing up as fully receptive and appreciative of that. Basically, don't believe him. Because it's nearly chemically impossible for them not to feel fulfillment and purpose in their providing.
Now, you see how she just tried to flip that? Now, if a man knows, because men know nowadays, that's all women want. There's a lot of gold diggers out there trying to acquire and build up their foundation for a man to provide everything for them and them not do anything. So if a man comes across or finds out that a woman is of that vernacular, he's going to lose that, right? Think about it. He's going to lose that oxytocin love that he feels, and it's going to turn into hate. And that's what's happened in this day and age. Am I preaching to somebody? That's what's happened for most modern women is men have wisened up, and that love that a man feels when he hunts, yes, it doesn't work. Like right now, for my wife sitting over there that I love, that is built up for me to go hunt. Yes, that you're right about that. But not for modern women. No,
Never!
Guys aren't stupid. Guys are smart.
Why do girls put guys in the friend zone?
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like toxic.
What type of toxic?
Don't reply.
They like it. You see what they're saying? And you know when they on these little side street shows, right? They're telling the truth. They're usually whispering and, oh yeah, well, I did it with this guy like this. She's telling the truth. Most modern women tell the truth here. You see them in their aura. So what are guys doing? Guys are paying attention. Oh, you don't like it? Okay. So what do? They haul themselves off in their shell, right? Because you just told guys, we like toxic. She said it. I didn't say it. She did. So guys look at that and go, okay. They take notes. That's what guys are doing. I'm not going to talk to women. Hence, the massacre you have now.
I just had a very interesting day at work and an even more interesting time at the grocery store because I ran into Peanut. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about that encounter on a different video. And if you have no idea who Peanut is, I think part 1 is pinned at the top. I'm wearing pink, and there's a part 2 and a part 3. Today's video is about a DM I got from a gentleman who was about to break up with his fiance. Now, I ain't gonna tell you what Miss Lady did. I didn't get permission to tell y'all all that, but he did want me to make a video on whether or not he can get the ring back. So let's play a little game real quick. I want to know what you guys think.
All right, I gotta pause it really quickly because do you have to give your engagement ring back if your marriage is called off? There are so many women that are cheating on guys out there and just taking an engagement ring. That's happening. So I really want to hear what they say.
Before I tell you the actual law. So if two fiancés break up, if you think they get to keep the ring, put this emoji in the comments. If you think they have to give the ring back, put this emoji in the comments. You finished? Okay, good. Now the ring. The ring is a conditional gift. When you're getting proposed to, your fiancé is asking you, will you marry me? In exchange for a yes, you get a ring. If for some reason the engagement is cut off and there is no longer a marriage that's pending, well, the ring goes back because the agreement to get married is now void. Now, if you get married but you end up getting a divorce, well, you fulfilled your promise. That ring belonged to you. In my jurisdiction, not only do you not have to give the ring back, but you don't have to give back the last name either. Unfortunately, if you never made it down the aisle, well, go ahead and give it back. Or you can be sued. And don't call me, because that's civil law. I do family law. That's civil law. So please give these men their rings back. Please give these men their rings back. Speaking of rings, it's time for me to get mine clean. I'm about to tell my husband about that. Now, anyway, let me know in the comments, have you ever had to give an engagement ring back? Have you ever had to sue somebody to get your engagement ring back? Do you agree with this rule? Do you think this rule is absolutely ridiculous? Let me know. Until next time, toodaloo.
Yeah, so all the guys out there who haven't gotten an engagement ring back, sue that woman.
Word.
One thing I'm sick of having to explain is why I have 8 baby daddies. Okay, so I'm explaining this one time for y'all so it won't be any more questions. Okay, let me explain this. If you have 1 and you take away 1, you have 0. But if you have 8 and you take away 3, you still have 5.
Huh?
What? Oh, man. Oh, man. I see what she's doing. A guy looks at her and goes, she's pretty. Put another baby in her. And she's dealing with hood rat dudes. It's a vicious, continuous cycle. I don't know what to say about that one.
You're so lucky, like you get all the boys, like all the boys like you. And I'm like, where? Where are...
I say this so often, but I think it's pretty rare for pretty girls to be approached in public. And personally, I think it's because there's an overall full package that comes with being a pretty girl. And a lot of guys that aren't really up at that level don't really know how to handle that. But the best thing about this is the right guy will approach you, and it'll usually be a guy that meets your standards and is up at your level in terms of success, ambition, character, goals, all of that, and will overall be a better.
See, they always throw that in there. A guy is going to be at your standards and is going to be better. Like everything they want. Listen, no, it's not. A guy's not going to be at your standards and better. because your standards are here. Just like I explained earlier.
Match for you than the dusties that are walking around. I already know I'm gonna get questions. My lip gloss is Pretty Girls Beauty. It's linked in the TikTok shop. I love you guys. Stay pretty.
Men are giving up on dating. And one of the reasons why is because of women's expectations. One of the main reasons why women have such unrealistic expectations is because of social media, and let me tell you why. So women are often fueled by what they see on social media. It seems like everywhere you look online, there are images of perfect couples, luxury, exotic vacation, lavish gifts. And this is very, very toxic because this is not even real. It's just social media. And these things create an unrealistic standard for women because they expect that from a partner. And men feel like they need to be wealthy or constantly shower women with gifts to be able to measure up. And it's a lot of pressure. It can leave men thinking that they'll never be able to meet these expectations. And as a result, men are just giving up on dating because they feel like they can compete against those fantasy relationships that we see online. And I think it's very, very dangerous because it can lead to self-esteem issues as men feel like they're never gonna be good enough, and this can result in anxiety, depression. So yeah, it's a very, very concerning problem.
Yeah, and men would rather not deal with the depression, so men just stop caring. That's what happened.
Women need to start making the first move. If anyone wants to be in a relationship, that's absolutely what has to happen. It just has to happen. Guys, in the comments, back me up on this. We have told men for years that their masculinity is toxic. Some men, as they got interested in dating, that's literally all they know, is to stay away from women, is to not bother them, and definitely don't approach them. So there is nothing wrong with a woman approaching a man. That shows confidence. And you know what? I don't even know if this stat is true. I didn't do much research into this, but I did see that 86% of women who make the first move end up married. So, I mean, come on, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't even care if that's not even a true statistic. Hell, let's run with that. But guys, back me up in the comments. Say, yeah, you would love that. Or women say, yeah, I made the first move and I'm now engaged, married, whatever. I'm telling you, that's just the way it's got to be. You don't have to like it. I mean, I'm sure guys didn't like when they were being called, when their masculinity, when their whole being it was called toxic. They didn't like that. So start making the first move. And again, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like having to make the first move. You could still have a traditional relationship after that. This is just getting you in a damn relationship. And as far as, you know, not liking things, I do things every day that I don't like to do, but it makes me a better person, gets me to my goals. So these are just facts, okay? Women, make the first move.
That has to start happening. In order for some of these women who say, guy just won't talk to me, giving all of the complaints, in order for you to be satisfied and to be in relationships, you're going to have to start making the first move on guys, or it's not going to happen.
Ladies, the men have spoken. 400 of them, to be exact. And they love it when you approach.
We agree.
Not only do they love it when you approach, but they see you as so much more confident and attractive when you do. You are
So this woman here did a study. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
way more likely to meet a guy that you're into if you're willing to make the first look. The Me Too movement was necessary and useful, but it also left a huge amount of men terrified of being as predators. If you were a sensible man, you'd agree. Better safe than sorry. Now, it's up to us women to make it safe for men to shoot their shot. You don't have to be aggressive about it. Just walk up to him, smile, say hi, and let him take it from there. So what are you waiting for?
They're getting aggressive now. Man, this is the last hope. It is. It's the last hope that you'll have. But they're getting really aggressive. I'm happy to see this. I'm happy to see it. I'll be honest.
Ooh. See, this hits home for me. I once talked to this boy who swore up and down that he genuinely liked me. He really, really liked me. Told me I was so amazing. Said all the things. but he could not do a relationship because he had such serious trust issues. He was just like, listen, my trust issues are just so terrible. They're so awful. I didn't realize how bad my trust issues were. As someone who genuinely has trust issues, of course I didn't buy it. I don't buy it, never have, never will. But he needed to say whatever was going to make him feel better.
So this is the Chad, and that was the 10th woman that he probably banged that week, right? Because you know how it happens for some guys. And his lie to her was, I have trust issues. I can't commit. And so she's telling us about her situation with the guy she had the one night stand with, the Chad she had the one night stand with her in the club. Sounds about right.
Rather than just be honest. And I knew to just tell myself, like, this is bullshit. I don't believe you. Never will. But whatever makes you sleep at night. And then I just remind myself, people that can't be honest with you are just cowards. And I find telling myself that some people are just cowards, it's a lot easier to move on from them.
For years, I was emotionally unavailable, you guys. I was very extreme. I was single for like a really long time because I came out of like a really bad relationship. And I didn't realize myself that I was emotionally unavailable. Like I was wondering, like I was dating a lot of people and it wasn't sticking. And I'm like, what is happening? Why is it not sticking? Like, but I realized is that I wasn't revealing anything about myself to the other person. The people that I was dating, it was a lot of corporate conversations. And so it's almost like I had to learn that it's okay to reveal my scars to someone and like trust how it's gonna be received.
That girl is a demon. You can't see it in her face? She's a demon for it. Guys that know that, guys that know. Look at her face. Look at her. She wants it right now. She's a demon. I'm sorry to say it, but I gotta call out a demon when I see one.
Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or stuck in the woods with a man?
Of course a bear.
Why?
Because men are creepy.
Are bears creepy?
No, men are.
You don't like men?
No.
Stop the cap. What's a red flag that you don't like in a man?
Someone who follows a lot of girls.
Oh, when they follow on the social media.
Yeah, naked girls.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
She's an airhead.
It's like, oh, I'm alpha male, like, you know, whatever. Like, you're not used to a dominant woman. I feel like you are, like, the...
Oh, wow.
What you gonna say about my tooth, bro?
Why would I want a dominant woman when I'm the dominant one?
My point exactly.
Go ahead. There can't be, you know...
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Next.
Bro is Shakespeare.
Yo, bro. The brother was right. You are the prize to the man you don't want. And women don't realize it. Because that's what happens. The man you don't want, you putting him on the back burner. Like the other girl, right? The man she wanted had trust issues. Right? That's what happens. You're the prize to the man you don't want.
Marry me now or I'm dying. Marry me right now or I'm dying.
That's not my problem.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
That man you think is your husband, the one who's hot and cold and inconsistent with you, the one who makes you feel anxious, rejected, and worthless, the one you're abandoning yourself and your needs for, and who your friends high-key hate, yeah, that man's not your husband. In fact, he's a test from the universe to see if you've learned your lessons from last time. And he is actually blocking you from meeting your actual husband. I know you know this deep down, but you really just don't want to believe it. But the longer you entertain what's not for you, the longer you postpone what is. Take the chance, let him go, and just watch how much magic and abundance flows into your life. I love you, and follow for more tips.
She's telling women to divorce their husband. They're stopping them from finding a husband. And then they realize after they get divorced, what? Just like yesterday. You seen the video yesterday? He moved on so easy. Stop it.
Women are failing men. Ladies, the reason that no man is approaching you is because of you, not them. I did the dirty work and asked men why they were afraid to talk to you and got over 5,000 responses. And there was definitely a common theme. Let's read some. I would say fear of rejection and being humiliated in front of everyone. I am not worthy enough to talk to women. I just have nothing to offer them except boring, normal life. Rejection paralyzes me. Current culture feels like I will be perceived as a creep for talking to a girl I don't know. Mostly it's the fear of rejection, like I'm bothering them somehow. Rejection maybe. Ending up on TikTok if you get my drift. Worried about being judged for not meeting the woman's appearance standards. So to the ladies, do better. The environment that you've created for men is only leading to the singleness that you continue to complain about.
Emotional damage.
And to the men, maybe knowing that these responses were a trend amongst 5,000 of you is a bit reassuring, if anything.
That's the answer right there. One woman did the work, right? Some women are. You're rejecting guys for the smallest things, making guys feel incompetent. And guys, I saw a woman talk about the Me Too movement today. It's true. All of it's true. Woman said, guys, they're going to have to start approaching guys. The work. Women have to start doing the work because guys have already tried it. That's what this video is showing y'all. It is. Think about it. Approaching men, and you have to approach men because, and this lady said at the end, why? Guys aren't going to approach you for all the reasons that were just stated here today. Now learn something. Instead of stop watching those women saying, oh, make sure a guy approach you and give you 1,000 flowers and lay down 1,000 streams and puddles, because that's not going to happen. Listen to a woman like this and learn something. Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see y'all next video. And guys have stopped giving attention because they realize it's definitely more to life than going through anything like that.
Answer's coming.